In today's video, I turned every team's oldest player into a 99 overall. Now we're going to exclude long snappers, punters, and kickers, but every other position is up for grabs. Starting in Chicago, right end Robert Quinn turns into a 99 overall. He's 32. The Bengals secondary gets even better. Michael Thomas, the safety, turns into a 99 overall. He's going to be alongside Jesse Bates. The Bills O-line gets a lot better. Roger Saffold III turns into a 99 overall. He's 34. The first quarterback to get a boost is actually Josh Johnson on the Broncos. 36 years old. He's been in the league for over 13 seasons, and he's the new starter in front of Russell Wilson. The Browns now have two 99s on the trenches. One of them is right tackle Chris Hubbard, 31 years old. The oldest player in the league, you already know, Tom Brady, is now 99 overall. And here we have a streak of quarterbacks. This is the second of 5 in a row. Colt McCoy on the Cardinals is the new starter. He's 35. The Chargers have a new starting quarterback, Chase Daniel, 35 years old as well. Mahomes is no longer the starter in Kansas City. That's going to be 37-year-old Chad Henne. And then Matty Ice is back to his MVP days, 99 overall. I don't think he ever was a 99, but he is now. I think the Commanders was a tie, but in the event of a tie, we just go with the first name that we see, and that's Tyler Lawson, the center on the Commanders, so they get a nice boost to their O-line. This is the guy that low-key inspired the video, man. Jason Peters, 40 years old, just got signed by the Cowboys. The Dolphins get a nice boost at D tackle. John Jenkins, 33 years old, is now a 99. The Eagles were another team that had a tie. It was BG or Kelsey, and Graham showed up first. So now the Eagles D-line gets even better. The Falcons now have arguably the best duo of cornerbacks in the league with 99 overall Casey Hayward and AJ Terrell. The only team where their oldest player was already a 99 was the Niners. You gotta feel bad for him or feel good, depending on how you look at it. Trent Williams stays the same. This is what the Giants have been missing for a very long time. An elite quarterback. Tyrod, 33 years old, is now a 99 with escape artist. Trevor Lawrence gets a phenomenal weapon to work with, 32-year-old Marvin Jones Jr. The Jets have a new starter in town, January Joe Flacco, 37 years old. First, the Lions get Aiden Hutchinson. Now they have 99 overall Michael Brockers. That D-line looking scary. Good things happen when Rodgers has an elite weapon to throw to. Mercedes Lewis, the 38-year-old, won the tiebreaker, and now he's a 99. The Panthers arguably have one of the best wide receiver duos now with 99 overall Andre Roberts and DJ Moore is their number 2. The Patriots finally have a true number 1, Matthew Slater, 36 years old. He's usually a special teamer, but now he's going to be catching passes from Mac Jones. The Raiders have two 99 overalls on their team now, second one being right outside linebacker Chandler Jones. From Super Bowl champion to 99 overall, Matthew Stafford is looking to take his team back to back. Calais was already in the 90s, I'm pretty sure, but now he's all the way up to a 99. 36 years old. He's been doing it for a long time. The Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, is now a 99 overall. He's going to be leading the way for Nolan. The Seahawks get a nice boost on their D-line. 35-year-old Al Woods gets all the way up to 99. Same exact position for the Steelers and same exact age. Tyson Alualu is now a 99. 3 D-lines in a row get a nice boost. Jerry Hughes Jr. on the Texans, the 34-year-old, is now a 99. And then finally, the Titans now have two 97 or hires at quarterback and running back. Tanny gets all the way up to a 99, and the Vikings offense is going to be damn near impossible to stop with a 99 overall Kirk Cousins and all those weapons around. I love shaking up the NFL, man. If you guys enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get right into the season. Let's see which team benefits the most from the old heads getting some love. In the AFC, the Titans and Tannehill end up with the 1 seed. Chargers, Ravens, Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, and Raiders all make it. There are a few teams above 500 that barely missed out. You hate to see it. The Packers take the 1 seed in the NFC. 12 wins is the most this season, so there's a lot of good competition. Commanders, Cowboys, Niners, Bucks, Rams, and Cardinals end up making. I thought the Panthers would be there. They just missed out. Lions, Eagles, Eagles, Saints miss out. Wow. Same with the Vikings. How in the world? 4-13. Quick overview of the stats, man. Burrow led everyone with 5,600 yards. Less than 10 quarterbacks had over 5,000. 50 touchdowns for Tom Brady. One higher than Dak, two higher than Baker. I don't know how they missed it with him having this type of ratio. And then Rodgers and Jones round out the top 5. Henry was the only 2,000-yard rusher on the season. But Mixon broke the record for most rushing touchdowns in one season, 29. Jacobs was 2 away. Wow. And then, of course, Cooper Kupp leads everyone in receiving yards. Evans leads everyone in receptions, and Kupp, of course, in touchdowns. Team by team, let's go, man. Robert Quinn, 16.5 sacks. Michael Thomas ended up with 2 picks, 2 tackles for loss, almost 100 tackles. Saffold was so good, he allowed 0 sacks on over 1,200 downs played. Josh Johnson didn't do as good as I thought he would. 28-15 touchdown interception ratio, not the best. Chris Hubbard didn't do too hot either. 6 sacks on 1,100 downs played. TB12, of course, 50 touchdowns, only 14 picks. Really good season. Colt McCoy, almost 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Chase Daniel, 34-8 touchdown interception ratio, pretty good. Chad Henne, almost 40 touchdowns and only 10 interceptions. And then Matty Ice, 41 tutties, over 4,400 yards. Larson only allowed 3 sacks on over 1,300 downs. Jason Peters, 8 sacks allowed on 1,200 downs, not the best. Jenkins only had 2.5 sacks, but again, he is only a D tackle. Still, 13 tags for loss, pretty good. Meanwhile, BG led the Eagles with 15.5 sacks. Hayward was tied for the most picks on the Falcons too. He also had half a sack and 2 tackles for loss. 4 sacks allowed for Trent Williams on 1,200 snaps. Tyrod had a really good season. 36 touchdowns, only 12 picks. Marvin Jones had 100 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Amazing season. January Joe, 34 touchdowns, only 13 picks. Really good season. Brockers led the Lions, and it wasn't even close. 16 sacks. Respectable season for Mercedes Lewis, almost 800 yards, 68 receptions, 4 touchdowns. Roberts was the second leading receiver on the Panthers, over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. Slater had almost 1,500 yards, 95 receptions, and 15 touchdowns. Chandler led the Raiders with 18 sacks. Stafford had a nasty season, 37 touchdowns, only 8 picks. Calais Campbell breaks the record for most sacks in a season, 23.5. Andy Dalton threw way too many picks for a 99 overall. I thought he'd do a little bit better. Al Woods ended up second on the Seahawks with 9.5 sacks. Alualu ended up third on the Steelers with 9 sacks. Jerry Hughes had by far the most sacks on the Texans. Tannehill didn't do too hot. 27 touchdowns, 12 picks, less than 4,000 yards. So you gotta remember who his running back is. Meanwhile, Kirk had over 30 touchdowns, only 8 picks. Still, I expected a little bit more. Baker won MVP, and his team didn't make the playoffs, man. That is very unfortunate. This is the rest of the top 10. A lot of new names in there. And in the Super Bowl, we have 99 overall TB12 in the Bucks against 99 overall Calais Campbell and the Ravens. 3rd and 3 for the Ravens, down 10 in the 4th. They need to keep the chains moving. Uh-oh. Lamar barely getting rid of it. Dobbins on his feet. For most other teams, this is not field goal range. But for the Ravens, I mean, come on now. That's Justin Tucker. This is what, a 60-yarder maybe? That's easy money. Fight. But he misses it wide left, man. It had the leg, it had the power, just not the accuracy, unfortunately. So now Brady and the Bucks just have to waste some clock. So much time in the pocket, he's gonna take off. We did not give him more speed, man. I went straight to his throw power, his throwing stats. So that's all Brady right there, doing what he needs to help his team win. They're still passing relentlessly. That's great coverage by the Ravens though. Look for Calais to make a big play on this 3rd and 6. He has to be a huge reason why his team is in the Super Bowl. They send a blitz, it's a screen. Playoff Lenny showing up when they need him. The Buccaneers and Brady do it again. There you have it, man. Every team's oldest player was turned into a 99, and the Bucks end up winning. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.